signalled his intentions right from ball one. Brings up the 250.
No need to play yourself in apparently. Slow ball, he picked it up immediately. Perhaps in time it as well as you would have liked. But still got enough bat on ball to get it past mid-on for 4.
Bearing in mind the West Indies.
Over the top of mid-off, and that's one bounce boundary.
With these new field restrictions, you have to be so precise with your field placing, and of course then you bowling to that field. Mid-off is up. Doesn't take much to hit it back over mid-off when it's that sort of line and length. You may think, oh, it's short, he can't drive that. These days you don't have to be driving it. It comes on so sweetly onto the bat. Your bat. Just play through the line.
Short boundary, cleared that by plenty. 6 runs to Avery de Villiers. Lock out the West Indies.
There is a whole heap of overs remaining here. And if this is the intention of Avery de Villiers, it's going to be fun. Because this is an incredible shot.
Fun for who? Definitely not the West Indies either.
Again, over the top of mid-off and screaming away for another boundary.
The improvisation of these batsmen, that just adds to the equation, makes it even more difficult as a bowler. Previous shot, he walked a long way across his crease, outside off stump, hit it onto the onside. This time he just gives himself enough room to hit it through the offside.
Gone again, improvisation for 6 more. That is absolutely extraordinary. 22 runs from that over, most from AB de Villiers, 276 for 1, and there's still 10 overs to go.
Well, this is the improvisation that I'm talking about. He shuffled again towards the offside, then went down on his knees. Doesn't matter that he's losing his balance, still gets enough power on that for it to go for 6. How do you cope with that sort of thing?
Full toss, hammered. For 6 more, that's a long way back over long off. That is a ridiculous shot from AB de Villiers.
After all, that field placing mid-off was up, so you expect that he would go in that direction. Even if he doesn't get hold of it fully, all he has to do is clear the man inside that 30-yard circle. And a full toss like that won't make things too difficult.
Toss, slam that for 6. That's a big one. Nicely played again by AB de Villiers and nicely caught in the crowd as well. 45 now of 15 balls.
Didn't quite get the Yorker this time, Jason Holder. Turned out to be a pretty high full toss.
Just a reminder, the record, South Jay's career in 1 day is 17 balls for a 50. Maybe need to go about 20 metres deeper. Down the ground, 6 runs, that's the record. That is the fastest 50 in 1 day international cricket by AB de Villiers. Another exhibition here at the Wanderers today in the pink day. Magnificent stuff.
He's a genius. It's as simple as that.
It's high. Samuel's underneath it, but it's going to go over the top for 6 more. It does.
It's that 5,000 meters above sea level that took care of that one. It seemed as if it would have been caught. It didn't quite get hold of that, AB de Villiers. It went straight up seemingly, but it just kept on going. Everyone thought that was the end of AB de Villiers. There are some huge sighs in the crowd, but it just kept on flying.
Last ball, slap that away over the top of covers, screams towards the dugout for 4 more. 24 runs off that over number 42 has disappeared to all parts. 312 for 1.
It just doesn't matter where you bowl. That's the problem. It doesn't matter what field you sit or where you bowl. He has a shot for every delivery. He scores 360 around the ground.
Can they get to 400? Can South Africa notch another score of 401 days? The Freak's on strike again. And he's gone for 6 more. And it's another superb catch in the crowd. Wow, this is extraordinary stuff from AB.
All you've got to do is get it aerial. It will just keep flying.
2 balls left in the over. Oh no, I can't believe that. That is quite amazing. 140 k's per hour and he does that.
He's slowing down a bit though. Just 17 runs from these first 5 balls. Maximum he can get from this over is 23.
A succession of reverse sweeps to get to 100.
Gone past to Randin, and it's a no ball as well for height. Over waist high.
Everyone is looking to target the offside, the 4 men in the circle there. So he gives himself a bit of room. Klein Smith tries to follow him, tries to get the Yorker in. The length is wrong. It's a little outside edge. It's the same result we've seen so often in these last few overs. I don't know if it was actually a foot no ball or a heart no ball, because both of them seemed. We had the leg umpire signal no ball, and the man at the bowler's end also, Steve.
On the ground, Russell comes around, and it's landed on that boundary hoarding. Let's have a closer look at exactly where this one landed. In touch with that 100, it will be an incredible effort if he gets there. He's just bounced in front of the rope, so that should be 4.
Another boundary for de Villiers, nearly going the whole way. He's moved himself onto 82 from just 26 deliveries. The world record is 30.
Goes for it, gets 6. Moves to 88. 360 for 1.
Brilliant improvisation again by Abby de Villiers. Getting Russell to bowl exactly where he wanted him to. Just flick that over square leg. Moves around the crease, gets across onto off stump, and then just picks it up beautifully.
Wonderful batting from de Villiers. Everyone up on the offside, so Russell's thinking, okay, he's going to give himself room leg side and I'll try and follow him. He did that beautifully the previous delivery, but the last one of the over, de Villiers says, doesn't matter if you've got men back.
4 fielders out. Goes straight. Goes down the ground and gets 4. 92 now to de Villiers.
Brilliant Abby de Villiers once again. Didn't try and hit this too hard, he just placed it back over the bowler's head.
Came out with a real flat trajectory. He's gone for the Yorkers holder, missed it. De Villiers absolutely drilled it over his head. Half a metre short of going all the way. So it's 8 to get.
Oh, what a shot. How many times today? Another 6 from Abby de Villiers. This has been an innings of some acceleration.
Holder missing his length, he was looking for the Yorker, but in the end it was a friendly full toss. Abby de Villiers again crossed to the offside and just flicked it over fine leg for 6.
The graphic tells you 36 balls is the world record, and if de Villiers keeps going, he's going to do it at an absolute canter, down onto one knee, just sweeps it over fine leg, and it's way back into the crowd.
The wicket. The world record now belongs to A.B. de Villiers. The fastest 100 in ODI cricket belongs to this man, the South African captain.
Absolutely sensational by a brilliant player, and this is why he's the best one-day international batsman in the world. Stunning performance, Abby de Villiers.
18th of January 2015, the record has been broken. It's been a sublime performance by Abby de Villiers. Shots that you don't come to watch every single day. He is the best, and he's put on an absolute exhibition.
Down the ground, Russell comes around. Russell can't get there. It's another one. 3 in a row. 383 for 1. Still doesn't sound right, that. 383 for 1.
Margin for error when this man is in full cry is so small. Change of angle around the wicket, but same result. Abby de Villiers has seen it as big as a football. There we see the 6 again, clears that front leg, so powerful, takes the score to 383 for 1, just the one wicket that's gone down.
Oh, magnificent. He can hit 6s over the leg side, he can hit them down the ground, he goes over extra cover. He's like a machine, you can't stop him.
12 sixes for Abby de Villiers. Phenomenal ball striking. Gives himself some room this time and just flicks it over point. Not an easy shot to play, but to Abby de Villiers right now, any shot is easy to play.
This was the delivery that took him to the world record. We were worried he wouldn't be able to get there in 36 deliveries. Well, it took him even less than that, just 31. He was a bit concerned it might not clear the fielder. But once it did, it was elation, and so it should be. World record, fastest 100.
Goodness me, they run out of superlatives to describe some of the stroke play power.
6 number 13 for Over Villiers. Strike rate of 341.
We're watching for all the international records that might fall here. The highest amount of sixes hit by any individual batsman in an innings is 16. Maybe de Villiers sits on 13. Can he get over that line too?
It's gone high again. And Suleiman Ben cannot get up to hold it. He's the tallest man on the park.
Got 14, 2 to go, 2 more sixes required. And as you mentioned, it's a long boundary, the tallest man, but it's still not enough to stop A.B. de Villiers.
Back-to-back maximums in the same area. Where does Dwayne Smith try and bowl the next one?
Oh, beautifully bowled. Wasn't that well bowled, but it doesn't matter. He's in such a rich vein of form that even the good ones, he can squirt away for 4.
This is completely unfair. It's an absolutely superb delivery from Dwayne Smith. He's targeted those stumps, got the ball shaping into the right-handed batsman, and how did de Villiers squirt this down to third man? He's opened the stance. Last minute he just opens the face. And away to the fence.
Talking about 438, they're hunting them down. A.B. de Villiers hunting it down. 9 deliveries to go.
That's going to go for 6 as well. 22 so far off the over. 15 sixes for A.B. de Villiers.
And 2 balls to go.
So the world record for sixes is 16 in one innings. De Villiers sits on 15. The high score for South Africa, 438. They now sit on 428. 8 deliveries to go. Banged in short. De Villiers not going to miss out. Not going to miss out.
He's equal the most number of sixes in an ODI innings.
A.B. de Villiers arrived at the crease with 11 and a half overs to go. He now sits on 145, 40 balls later.
What a shot, what a strike. No one protecting the boundary on the offside, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Clears the boundary by a long, long way.